This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, thank you, Prathamesh sir. It's my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Somdatta Kulkarni sir. He is a very dynamic personality. He has completed his BMS graduation from Aurangabad and completed his post-graduation in MD Kai Chikitsa from R.A. Poddar Ayurvedic College in 2005. He is presently working as professor and HOD at Sri Saptasrungi Ayurvedic Mahavidyalaya Nashik since last 15 years. He is also working as consultant in Ayurvedic clinic and Panchakarma. He has published his musical album for Garbha Sanskar named as Smriti Sanskar. He also published a book on diabetes named as Samagra Madhumeha. He delivered many lectures in national and international conferences. Also, he published more than 30 research papers in national and international journals. Now, I request Dr. Somdatta Kulkarni sir to start the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. Good afternoon. Happy Makar Sankranti to all the delegates. Friends, today we will discuss very important clinical topic, Shvitra. Many times we come across with these cases in our clinic, and many patients may come to you with many hopes for treatment of Shvitra. We know there are some diseases which can stigmatize the patient in society, and Shvitra is one of those ailments. And for that cause, many patients used to come to Ayurvedic clinic for treatment of Shvitra. We know even in allopathy, there is no established treatment, perfect treatment for Shvitra, and same is the case for so many other pathies. But we have very good treatment for this ailment. So many patients will, can come to us with hopes. So friends, if you are little keen for the treatment of Shitra, then you can treat this condition as well. So friends, we will discuss many important aspects for the treatment of Shitra. I have started treating these cases uh, 20 years back, and then when I went to Podar Medical College for post-graduation studies, where I could come across with so many cases, I had freedom to treat these cases, and I started treating these cases with all possible formulations which are stated in Ayurvedic texts. And many promising results came forward, and I'm using these formulations in my practice since last 15 years. So friends, I'll discuss those things which I used to follow in my routine practice. Okay, as we know, this is a condition where people have fear about social stigmatization, especially in case of female patients, or sometimes even in male patients. People come to us for the treatment because they have some problem with aesthetic purpose. If this condition is on exposed part, say like on forehead, sometimes on periorbital area, sometimes on nose, sometimes on air lobules, or on whole ear, or sometimes on exposed parts like fingers, then they have some aesthetic problems. So they rush to hospital, or they rush to any dermatologist, or sometimes they choose to come to us. And as an Ayurvedic physician, you must uh, take care of these things. You must take proper history of these patients, and proper history can give us many clues for treatment. So be sincere, be careful for the treatment of Shitra. Because if we are little more sincere in the management of Shitra, then you can yield better results. This is my own experience. The things which are stated in Ayurvedic text must be followed as they are stated, and we must go more and more near to the science while following these things. If we follow these things, then you get promising results, you get encouraging results in the treatment of Shitra. And another thing that I would like to tell you, that try to prepare your own medicines for this disease. You should try to prepare your own medicines. The medicines are very simple. The formulations are simple. The formulations we'll discuss later on, but they are very simple. Many things are available. Some things, some drugs are not available. But the drugs which are available easily must be used properly. And if you prepare your own medicines for this disease, then you will get fantastic results. So, friends, I'll request you to prepare some of these formulations which we are going to discuss, and you should start using these formulations in your patients. Definitely, you will get results. Okay. Next slide. 1 minute. Okay. Bye. Definition of Shudra. Now here I would like to fetch your attraction towards the definition which is stated there in allopathy medicine. That is loss of melanin pigments. Very simple definition. Wherever you come across with loss of melanocytes or loss of melanin pigments, then you find a patch, white patch, and that white patch is termed as vitiligo. Very simple definition. Don't hesitate to diagnose the case. Whenever you come across with loss of melanocytes or melanin pigments, and if a white patch is developed, then that condition is termed as vitiligo. Very simple definition. So, and whenever you see this case, always I'll force you and request you to examine the complete body of make the all parts naked and examine the patient properly. If you come across, though you see the spot is on face, still I'll request you to see the complete body of the patient, right from toe to head, because there are many places, many sites where patient cannot see, or patient hesitates to show you those portions. And what happens, that can cause some uh, problems with your treatment. So always see the complete parts, or wherever possible, see the complete body of the patient and examine the patient. This clinical examination is very important. Why I'm telling you? Because see, some spots are new spots and some spots are old spots, where you come across with some white hair grown on the patch. So that pathology is chronic pathology, and newer patches is new pathology. So when you think about the prognosis of the disease, then it alters. In case of the patch where the hair on the patch are gray or white, the pathology is in deep sites. It is difficult to treat. So prognosis alters uh, uh, alters with these patches and prognosis alters in case of new patch. So always try to see the complete part, complete body of the patient, and then diagnose the case. Okay, so let us understand the pathophysiology. Here, uh, see the different etiological factors of the uh, vitiligo. When you see the pathophysiology, there are many reasons in allopathy or modern science. Like see, there are some genetic reasons, there are some non-genetic reasons, or some causes that we'll discuss now. Uh, According to Ayurveda, if you see the etiological factors, Vagbhat was very keen, he was very sharp, and he recognized that the most common cause of Shvitra is the intestinal worms or krimi. Krimi rog can be a cause for Shvitra. So, in case of Vagbhat Samhita, Vagbhat mentioned this disease in Chikisasthan. The Shvidra and Krumi, these two diseases are clubbed, and he mentioned the name of this chapter is Shvidra Krimi Chikitsa. So the most common etiological factor in case of Shvidra is Krimi or intestinal worms. So always pay attention towards the history of the bowel and ask some questions regarding Krimi. Again, see the nails of the patient, see the face of the patient, and see all other associated signs and symptoms of Krimirog or intestinal worm infestation. This is very important. Most of the cases, in most of the cases, you will come across with history of Krimi, especially in case of children. This is very common. This is very common. And so, Shvitra and Krimi, these two important conditions were clubbed by Vagbhat in the Chikisasthan chapter 20. So, Shvitra many times is associated with Krimi or worm infestation. Okay, so keep it in mind, especially in case of children, you must take this history. Even in case of elderly patients or adult cases, see, one survey has been done. The people, normal people, in about 70% of normal people, the OHA or some cyst of the intestinal worms usually found in their feces. So, intestinal worm or worm infestation is very common condition in Indian population. So, in case of Shvitra, you must take history of Krimi rog or some conditions or some symptoms of intestinal worms. Okay, so this is very important condition. Again, in case of Krimi, I'll tell you they interfere the copper metabolism in our body, and we get the normal color of our skin because of Bhrajak Pitta, and somehow the Bhrajak Pitta is related with copper metabolism in our body. And these intestinal worms, they interfere the copper metabolism in human body. So many times you must ask history about Krimi and think about the intestinal worms. Okay. Then second important point is family history. In some cases, uh, this condition may be genetic condition. So you must ask the family history of this disease, maybe on maternal side or paternal side. And in many cases, in around 20 to 25% of cases, you may come across with maternal history or paternal history of this disease. And in case of skin diseases, there are three weaker genes which are inherited from forefathers to offsprings or from they run in some families, and these three genes are prone to develop skin conditions like vitiligo. So the people having family history of vitiligo, they may have some three weaker genes, and if they do not follow a proper food habits or proper lifestyle, then these weaker genes can develop some skin condition like vitiligo. So family history of this disease is usually seen, or in 20% of cases it is seen. So it is sometimes common in this condition. Worm infestation that we have already discussed. Here I want to tell you that the some uh, Rasa Shastriya or the some sages from Rashastra, they prepare a medicine of vitiligo from earthworms. So the worm have some relation with Rajak with the metabolism or proper metabolism, and these in these cases worm infestation is very important. Then altered copper metabolism that we have discussed. If some people having some problem like agrimandir or anorexia, chronic anorexia, or some uh, problem with digestion, recurrent indigestion, in these cases, these people are prone to develop vitiligo. Then hypo and hyperthyroidism. There are certain conditions, autoimmune disorders where vitiligo is very common, say like hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism or diabetes mellitus. Okay, so these are some conditions or autoimmune conditions where the patient is prone to develop vitiligo. So we must ask history about hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism in every case. Friends, nowadays vitamin B12 deficiency has become very common and it is seen in masses. See, vitamin B12 is very essential vitamin. It is present in every cell of human body. Sometimes it acts as uh, enzymes in many metabolic processes. Sometimes it has coenzymatic action, or sometimes it takes part in some metabolic processes. So, for every metabolic process, the vitamin B12 has to play very important role. Similarly, in case of genesis of melanocytes, vitamin B12 has to play very important role. So the presence of vitamin B12 at the time of generation of melanocytes or melanin pigment is very important. So it is very important key ingredient of the body, and if patient is suffering from a recurrent vitamin B12 deficiency, then this person is prone to develop vitiligo. Okay, so always get the report done, that serum vitamin B12, and if it is on lower side, say like 200 or 150 or 250, then the patient may have severe deficiency of vitamin B12, and in that case, then you should start vitamin B12 supplement while treating these cases. So, vitamin B12 is very important factor in etiology of vitiligo. Then, incompatible food combinations. Now we know people used to have any combinations. We do not think whether the food or the prepared food is compatible to us or not. Previously it was seen, but nowadays anything, intercontinental food or food from other continents or sometimes food from other territories, they are usually available they are at the reach of hand. Everywhere they are prepared, and many times the recipes are prepared at home. So these foods may be incompatible to some people. Say like a combination of milk with salt is very common in case of paneer vegetables, or sometimes fruits are mixed with milk. This is again very common usually in Faluda or ice cream or food items like uh, ice cream or these things. So these combinations may be incompatible to some people, and these people, if they have these food combinations recurrently, then they are prone to develop vitiligo. So history about food is very important. In some cases, burns usually can develop vitiligo. So always ask about the history of burns. Rarely it is seen, but you must not forget that burns can develop vitiligo. Then in some cases, wounds, the chronic wounds or wounds, again while healing, uh, these sites may show you development of vitiligo and many autoimmune disorders. So these are some conditions where we see vitiligo in these cases. So always ask the history of these conditions, and so that you can get many clues for the treatment of vitiligo as well. If hyper or hypothyroidism is there, then you can start some allopathic treatment with Ayurvedic treatment. If worms are there, then you can start some allopathy or Ayurvedic treatment. Allopathy treatment is of very short duration, but along with that treatment, you can start Ayurvedic treatment for few months, and you can get best results. So history is very important in case of vitiligo. See here, you can see uh, the hypopigmentation or loss of melanocytes. This is normal skin color, and here you can see white patches. Now here you see I have uh, brought this picture for you here, because see here the hair of the affected site are white or hair are hypopigmented. See what happens, melanin pigments are concentrated in hair, so hair look black, but sometimes whenever there is loss of melanin pigments in perifollicular area of hair or the hair follicle, around the hair follicle, then what happens? The hair starts becoming white or gray. See, means the pathology is in deeper place. When you come across with white hairs with patches, then pathology is deep. Means the formation of melanin pigments around the hair follicle has already stopped. This means the formation or generation of melanin pigments around the hair follicle has stopped, and then the hair gradually becomes white. So this is difficult to treat. When you see and explain prognosis to your patients, then clearly you should tell them that it may take time or it is difficult to treat because pathology is deep. So one, okay. Now types of vitiligo. This is again very important thing. See, this is focal type of vitiligo. Many patients will come to you that they will say that doctor, I have this small patch. Many times it doesn't grow. It remains same for some years or decades. If somebody is having this spot anywhere on the body and it doesn't spread, it remains as it is. It may remain same for few years, maybe for 5 years, 10 years, or sometimes 20 years, 30 years. The patient having this type of vitiligo in 20s or 30s may come to you in 40s, and that patient may say that, doctor, I'm having this small spot, but it is from 20 years. So this type of vitiligo is focal type of vitiligo. Many times it terms segmental vitiligo or universal or generalized vitiligo. But many times it can remain as it is forever. So treatment of focal vitiligo is very easy. You can treat this condition completely. While explaining prognosis, this is easily treatable condition. You can treat this condition with minimum efforts because the area covered by vitiligo is very less. It is very less. So it is very easy to cure, right? Then see this another condition, segmental vitiligo. Sometimes this disease can cover some part of the body. It can cover complete part of some organ, like one upper extremity or one complete lower extremity, or sometimes the anterior part of chest and abdomen, sometimes the posterior part of the body, or sometimes posterior thoracic wall, or sometimes lower limbs, or sometimes complete scalp, or sometimes uh, complete facial area. So these are different segments of our body, and this type of vitiligo covers one complete segment, or sometimes two segments, or sometimes three segments. So one complete segment is victimized by the disease. So this type of vitiligo is termed as segmental vitiligo. And I'm explaining these things with purpose because while explaining the prognosis, you must explain your patients that this type of vitiligo is little difficult to treat because major portion is victimized. See, in case of vitiligo, the area covered by vitiligo is very important for the explanation of prognosis. Because when we start treatment, the aim of treatment is to stop the further progression of the disease first. This is first aim of treatment, to stop or inhibit the further progression of disease. And second aim is to repopulate the area, because repopulation of this victimized area is very important. Repopulation with melanocytes or melanin pigments. And if the major portions are affected by the disease, in that case, a repopulation of the affected sites or major portion becomes little difficult. So while explaining the prognosis, you must explain these things to the patients or relatives. Okay, so this is second type of vitiligo, that is segmental vitiligo. And see, this is third type of vitiligo, that is universal or generalized. The complete body of the patient is victimized or covered by the disease. Complete loss of melanocytes or melanin pigments. Loss of melanin pigments from all over the body. This is generalized type of vitiligo. So in any way, don't assure your patients in case of generalized vitiligo. I am emphasizing this point again and again because repopulation of the complete body with melanin pigments is not possible with any treatment. So you have to concentrate on segmental vitiligo and focal vitiligo. Yes, in case of segmental vitiligo, it is difficult, but you can treat, you can cure. Uh, I should say you can treat this condition, segmental vitiligo, but don't assure in case of generalized vitiligo. Or I can say, don't start any treatment because this is not a disease. It's a condition. Many times it's a condition resulted due to some other body element. And skin has to nothing to do with this condition. Only stigmatization or patient has to face some aesthetic problems. Rest of the conditions with the patients are normal. So here in case of generalized vitiligo, don't start any treatment, but support the patient morally and explain the condition. And you have to treat these two conditions, segmental vitiligo and focal vitiligo. So always start treatment for segmental vitiligo and focal vitiligo. These two conditions are treatable conditions, and last condition is not treatable condition. Okay, right. Now, prognosis of the vitiligo, because once the patient comes to you, that then the patient will ask doctor whether it is curable or not. The first question many times you have to face the patients that whether the condition or the disease is curable or not. First question raised by relatives or patient. So you have to explain scientifically, you have to tell these things truly. So prognosis of vitiligo must be understood as well. See, duration of the disease is very important. In case of vitiligo, you must start treatment as early as possible. So Wagbert tells us it is just like fire management. If something, if you come across with fire somewhere, immediately you should start some measures to manage the fire. Otherwise, everything will be ruined in case of fire. Similarly, in case of vitiligo, duration of the disease is very important. As early as possible, you must start treatment. And the conditions which are newer one, the patches which are newer one, or if the duration of the disease is less, then definitely you can treat this condition. So vitiligo, uh, which was seen by patient 20 years back, 30 years back, and if patient comes to you, then it becomes difficult because repopulation of the melanocytes or melanin pigment becomes difficult. The condition becomes deep or the pathology becomes deep, and there is complete absence of uh, melanocytes in the skin in case of chronic disease. So it becomes difficult to treat. But if onset is of new one, then in those cases, definitely you can treat this condition. So duration of the disease, the onset of the disease is very important. Then depth. Sometimes it looks shallow. Those cases are very easy to treat, and sometimes it becomes uh, very deep. Here I'll show you in one minute. See this slide. See, there's little loss of melanin pigments here also, but they are not appreciably presentable. So this condition is very easy to treat. Even this condition is very to treat, but here the pathogenesis has become chronic and deep. So this condition becomes difficult to treat, and this condition is comparatively easy to treat. Okay, so here you can treat this condition with minimum efforts, and here you have to take more efforts to treat this condition. Okay, then area, as we have discussed, area of the uh, disease is very important. See, sometimes it is seen in some parts like groin, or sometimes it is seen in case of females especially. It is seen on chest, or sometimes it is seen on buttocks. In those area, what happens? Important thing is we have to expose this area therapeutically to sun, and it becomes difficult for females, or some even it becomes difficult for male. If you apply some application or oil on this area, and this area must be exposed to morning sun, so this exposure of this area every day to morning sun becomes difficult to patient. So vitiligo on this area becomes little difficult to treat. But if it is on exposed area, already on extremities, say like on knee joint, or sometimes on tibia or fibula, or lower extremities or upper extremities, then these parts of the body can be exposed easily to sun, and vitiligo on this area becomes easy to treat. So area is very important. Then sometimes type of vitiligo that we have discussed. If it is focal, then very easy to treat. Segmental, yes, you can treat this condition, but more efforts must be taken, because the repopulation of the area with melanin pigments becomes little difficult, or it takes more time. So this type of vitiligo can be treated, but with more efforts. Okay, and size, already we have discussed. If it is generalized, then don't go for treatment. Boost the morale of the patient, and make him understand the uh, problems with repopulation, how it becomes difficult. Okay, but if the size of the area is less, or in case of segmental or focal, these conditions are easily treatable. Okay, so while explaining prognosis of the disease, these things must be kept in mind, and make the patient understand, or make the relatives understand these important things. Okay, be clear, be transparent with patient and relatives, so that you may not have any blame, because many young female, uh, they have to marry in near future. If relatives bring these patients to you, in those cases you must be very clear, very transparent, make the things understand to the relatives and the patient, and then start treatment with their consent. Okay, so the patient can help you more, and patient can cooperate more. Okay, you can achieve cooperation from patients only with transparency. And I think if you uh, are very uh, free to the patient, and if you discuss many deeply things with patient, and if you can convince or make them understand the disease or the nature of the disease and treatment modalities of the disease, then you can achieve more and more cooperation from patient and relatives. Okay, now treatment. Now see, any skin condition, whether it is Shvitra, whether it is psoriasis, or any eczema, or any skin condition, Usually, the vitiation of all three types of doshas and vitiation with abundance is usually seen. So Vagbhat usually says that Bahudosha Samshuddhyo Pushti means what? You have to go for purification processes again and again. This is key for the treatment of skin conditions. So friends, this is very important. Wherever and whenever possible, you must judge the strength of the patient. If patient is having enough strength, then go for Sanchodhan Chikitsa or Shodhan Chikitsa. This is very important. Don't forget this key factor in the management of Shvitra also. So if patient is having enough strength, then go for Shodhan Chikitsa, and especially in case of Shvitra, Shodhan must be done with Virechan. Virechan treatment must be done in case of uh, Shvitra. And Virechan with Bakuchi Path or Kakodumbar. See, Kakodumbar is very often seen in Konkan, Mumbai region, Pune, Nashik. I have seen everywhere it is seen in Konkan region, Mumbai region, Pune region, and Nashik region. I don't know about other parts of Maharashtra, but Kakodumbar is very commonly seen in these regions of Maharashtra. So it is very easily available. So quat or decoction of Kakodumbar can be clubbed with other purgatives like Aragvar, and Virechan treatment can be done. So Virechan with Kakodumbar can give you more good results. Okay, so Virechan treatment must be done again and again, right? If patient has enough strength, always judge the strength of the patient, and if the patient can follow Virechin treatment, then you can go for Virechin treatment. Very often, I think maybe three times, thrice in a year or four times in a year. But again, it is you. It is not me or it is not somebody else. It is you or it is the physician who should judge the strength of the patient. If patient can undergo Virechan treatment, then immediately you can go for Virechan treatment. Okay. Then second important thing is Jalakaucharan is again very important condition. In case of focal vitiligo or in case of segmental vitiligo, always go for uh, Jalakaucharan or Raktamokshan treatment. Raktamokshan with Jaloka is very important treatment modality because it sucks the impure blood, and if you go for Jalakacharan, then it stimulates the repopulation of the area with melanocytes. So how many Jalaka should be applied? See, in our practice, we apply one Jalaka for 1 square centimeter area. If the area is large, then you can go for 3, 4, 5, 6 leeches. But again, be cautious because nowadays some patients may develop uh, some cellulitis by Jolocalcharan if they are not uh, proper leeches, because we know there are some toxic leeches also. So be cautious about leeches and go for Jolocalcharan. It stimulates the repopulation of melanin pigments or melanocytes. The aim is to stimulate the formation of the melanocytes or melanin pigments and stop the further progress of the disease. Here, by any means, whether it is UV rays, whether it is Jalapacharan, whether it is uh, other treatment modality, what is the aim? Aim is to stimulate the formation of melanocytes or start the process of generation of melanocytes by any means. And what could it be? It could be Jalakocharan, it could be some other purificatory process or application of some drugs having Bakuchi. Okay, so keep it in mind, right? So in Shodhan Chikitsa, Jalakocharan can stimulate the repopulation of melanin pigments, and it helps uh, to cure the disease. And also, it is very easy to apply leeches on any part of the body. Okay, even on some hidden parts, or even on buttock region, or any part, you can go for leech application. Okay, it can help cure the condition immediately. Then Crimigna Basti is a very important treatment. If you come across with worm infestation in some patients, then go for Crimigna Basti. If you go for Crimigna Basti, then many times immediately after Basti treatment, immediately you will come across with some repopulated area of the uh, melanocytes or melanin pigments. Okay, this is a kind of magic. Jalakaucharan and Krimingnabasti, Virechan treatment, all these things are very important. They work like any magic. Then Nasa treatment, especially when you come across with this condition on face, then go for Nasa treatment because it helps purification of the upper part of the body, especially facial region or scalp. So go for Nasa treatment in this case. Shodhan Nasa. Okay. Then Shaman Chikitsa. Here in my practice, we usually make the patient follow Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan. As it is a Rasayan treatment, patient can have this treatment easily. Very easy to have this treatment. Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan means what? The Bakuchi beach must be taken. On first day, one beach, then on second day, two seeds, on third day, three seeds, fourth day, five seeds, up to 30 seeds. Uh, Go on increasing the seats one by one from day 1 to 30, and with these uh, seeds you can ask, or these seeds must be mixed with 1 TSF uh, Krishna Til or black sesame, and these two medicines must be taken together early in the morning. If the patient follows this condition for a few months, definitely it helps cure the condition. So this is very, very important treatment in the management of children. So always start this very easy method of having Bakuchi seeds with Krishna Tilak or black sesame early in the morning, and patient can have with simple water these things. Okay, so and both of these things are chewable things. They don't have any different odor or taste. It is palatable. These two things are palatable, so they can be easily taken by patient as they are palatable. Okay, so Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan from first day to 30 in increasing order, and then 30 to 1 again next cycle up to 1 seed in decreasing order. Okay, so Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan is very helpful uh, clinical tool. Then Aval Gujari Yog means Khadir, Bakuchi, and Amalki. The combination of these three drugs is very important. Okay, so Bakuchi must be clubbed with any or all the formulations, because this is key ingredient or key drug in the treatment of Shvitra. Okay, how it acts I'll tell you, but this is very important drug in the treatment of Shvitra. Okay, so Khadir is another important drug. Khadir or Kath or Katha must be taken every day. The patient of vitiligo must have Khadir every day by any means. It can be taken with decoction, or sometimes it can be taken as anupan of other combinations, but it must be given to the patient. When you start Khadir or Katha with other drugs or other formulations, the synergistic effect can be achieved. And to achieve the synergistic effect of the drug, Khadir or Katha is very important. So always start Khadir or Katha as Anupan or one of the ingredients with other combinations. Okay, so this is very important. Here in case of vitiligo, Anupan is powder of Katha or Khadir. Okay, so in every case, write it down, friends. This is very important. Many times we may be confused with Anupan. Sometimes there may be question in our mind what is to be given as Anupan. But here, in case of vitiligo, Katha is the only important Anupan. Okay. Now, Shashi Lekhavati we used to prescribe in these cases. It is prepared with Bakuchi and Tamravasma. Tamravasma important to cure the altered metabolism of copper in our body. And once the copper metabolism becomes normal, then the uh, normal copper metabolism can help regularize the uh, process of repopulation of melanocytes. Okay, so Shashileka Vati plays very important role. 100 milligram Shashi Lekhavati or 50 milligram Shashi Lekhavati uh, can be given early in the morning with Thadipar or Vardhavan Bapuchi Rasayan, and synergistic effect can be achieved. Immediately, patient will show you uh, repopulation of the spots or patches of vitiligo, right? Then Krimi Vikar Kada must be given in some cases where you come across with history of worm infestation or Krimi Vikar. Okay, so Krimi Vikar Kada is available in market, so you can start prescribing Krimi Vikar. Or in every case, initially you can start Krimi Vikar Kada. I think Sandu company has brought this Krimi Vikar Kada in market. So easily it is available wherever you practice, even at remote places. This combination is available. Then, if it is not available, then you can go for Vidangarist in initial days. Vidangarist must be given. If you start Vidangarist, then uh, immediately by this means you start the treatment of Krimi, and it helps to treat the condition. Okay, then Chitrakasa is very important. Then fourth important drug in the management of Krimi, or sorry, Shitra is Chitrak. Chitrak is very important drug. See, Bakuchi, then Khadir, then Copper or Tamra Bhasma, Vidang, and Chitra. These drugs are very, very important drugs in the management of Shvitra. So Chitrakaso is very again important combination to treat the condition. I think many South Indian companies they have brought this combination readily available, and it is available everywhere. So Chitrakaso must be started. And if you keep the patient on Chitrakaso for 3 to 4 months, then It can help you a lot. So Chitrakasa is a very important combination. Then in some patients, we start Behedatvak, Audumbartvak, and Bakuchi. This combination is also important. You can keep these uh, combinations ready in the form of tablets, and you can fortify these three drugs with the decoction of the same drugs, and you can go, even you can go for Dhanvati. And if you fortify these drugs with in the form of Dhanvati, then they can play important role or very good role in the treatment of vitiligo. So Behedatvak, Audumbartvak, Bakuchi, Bakuchi, these things are important. Then every day Krishna tea and Bakuchi can be taken, and if you put the patient on Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan, it is the same like Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan. Or if you do not start Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan, if patient hesitates to take 30 seeds or 20 seeds a day or 25 seeds a day, then you can minimize this number up to 10 seeds, then start in decreasing order 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1, and again start from 1 to 10. This can also be done. Any fashion can be followed. Either you can go from 1 to 30, or 1 to 10, or 10 to 1. So any uh, treatment can be designed by you for your patients. Then Kasi's Basma, Kantaloa Basma, and Tripla. This combination is very important. Kasi's here is very important because it is primigna. It is very important to treat the krimi or worms. Again, it is tvacha, so it is very important for the treatment of vitiligo. So Kasi's Basma, Kantaloha Basma, and Trifla. Kasi's Basma 125 milligram, Kantaloha Basma 125 milligram, and Trifla 125 to 250 milligram. This combination twice a day with Khadir Kwar or honey plays very important role. So keep this combination ready at your clinic. That helps in the management of vitiligo. Okay, so these formulations or these drugs are very important and effective in the management of vitiligo. Then Swayambhu Gugu is easily available in market. Swayambhu means, again, it is prepared with Bakuchi. In case of Vata vitiligo, Swayambhu Gugu can play important role. So, and it is as it is easily available, you can start this drug or combination in some patient also. Then Chitrak Gomutra uh, again is very important. As I tell you, Chitrak Gomutra is very important drug to manage this disease. Similarly, Gomutra is also very important, easily available drug to treat this condition. And if you fortify Chitrak powder with Gomutra and prepare a tablet, then this tablet plays very important role in the management of vitiligo. So these combinations, any of these combinations, or you can club one or two or three combinations together and start treatment for few months, then you will get, definitely you will get good results. You can cure the condition. Then Bakuchi Tailpan is again a very important treatment modality. In some patients, where patient hesitate to take Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan, or sometimes patient may hesitate to take some decoctions every day like Aval Guja decoct. In those cases, Bakuchi Tailpan is very important. Even in children, sometimes they cannot eat every day Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan. in those cases, you can go for Bakuchi Telpan. The 5 drops or 10 drops of Bakuchi can be put on uh, sugar, and if you make the patient eat that sugar, then it can help a lot. So especially in children or in some patients where they don't like the taste of Bakuchi, here they can have Bakuchi Telpan easily with sugar. Just put some drops of Bakuchi on even on Khanda Sharkara or Battasa. So these treatment modalities can be followed. So Bakuchi has to play a very important role. In any way, it must go to the cells of the patients. Okay, so Bakuchi Telpan is again very important. Even in increasing or decreasing order, this Telpan can be done. For first 1 day, 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops in increasing order up to 10, and then decrease like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, like this. Okay. So Bakuchi Telpan in Vardhaman or Bakuchi Rasayan, like Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan can also help you. Then Somraji Ghrut. In some patients, if you see the Pittach Prakriti patient is there, then Somraji Group is very important formulation, and it is available in market. Okay, all these combinations are available, but I think Chitra Gomutra you have to prepare by yourself. Some other drugs they have to be prepared by you, but Somraji Group is available in market. Then Panchanan Tel for local application, Aragvat Tel for local application, Mahamarichadi or Marichadi Tel for local application. These things must be applied on affected part, and you must ask the patient to be in sun early in the morning for 30 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, so these things uh, can be applied on the affected side. Then Audumbar gel is available in market. I think Fonda Ghat or Fonda factory has made it available. I think Venkatesh Pharma has also made it available. There are certain pharmaceutical companies, they have made Audumbar gel available in market. So Audumbar gel is clear, transparent fluid or water collected from Audumbar tree, and it is very important. It can be used as anupan or it can be used as drug to treat vitiligo. Okay, it is very easy, testless or simple test like water. So Audumbar gel must be given to patient in some patients where other drugs are difficult to treat or prescribe. Audumbar gel can be given to the patient, or you can go on changing the combinations. You can, because you have to treat these cases for longer duration. So you can make certain combinations, you can change them, you can alter the series or combinations. So one by one, you must use all these drugs. Okay, Anupan must be Khadirja because it is very important uh, Anupan because it gives you synergistic effect with other drugs. Okay, so Anupan must be used, or Anupan Khadir gel must be used as Anupan. Here, friends, when you apply anything on skin, see, we here you can see in most of the cases we have to prepare the body for the treatment. First step is to prepare the person or the body or skin for treatment. And Bakuchi is key drug to prepare the body for treatment because the ultraviolet rays from sun, early morning sun, is very important factor to start stimulation and repopulation of melanocytes. And for that, the body of the person or the skin of the patient must respond to ultraviolet rays from sun. And to respond or to make the body to respond to ultraviolet rays from sun, Bakuchi is very important. When you start Bakuchi internally, then the skin of the patient becomes ready to accept, ready to respond to ultraviolet rays from sun. So to make the person or the skin ready to respond to ultraviolet rays from sun, Bakuchi is very important. So in every combination, you must mix Bakuchi, and once the skin of the patient respond to the ultraviolet rays from sun, then only the condition can be cured or repopulation can be possible. Repopulation is seen only with internally or externally applied Bakuchi, and this Bakuchi or this skin, when it comes in contact with sun, it start responding to ultraviolet rays from sun. So uh, most of the combinations which we use for treatment of Shvitra, they must have Bakuchi or they are having Bakuchi. Even in case of local application formulations like Late Goi, Bakuchi uh, be must be there, and especially the combination which we use in our practices, Bakuchi, Shuddha Harta, and Gorochen. This combination is very important combination. See, you can write it down. Gorochen uh, is easily available uh, in some pharmaceutical companies, or it can be made available from slaughterhouse. So Gorochen is available. Gorochen must be mixed with Bakuchi and Shuddha Hatha, and this combination immediately starts stimulation to the melanocytes and immediately repopulation of the uh, patch or repopulation of the melanin pigment is seen. But friends, when you apply these combinations, the reaction of every patient is different, because once you start applying Bakuchi, once you start giving Bakuchi internally, then some different response, some different conditions on the skin or affected site are seen. Some patients will tell you that they have itching. Some patients will tell you that they have redness or burning sensation, and some patient may come to you with large pustules, fluid-filled pustules. So, friends, this is the reaction of person to Bakuchi. If any application is applied and when you ask the patient to sit on in early morning sun, because of the reaction of sun with Bakuchi, the patient will tell you, or patient will develop itching or redness or some pustules. They must be there. It must be there. This reaction is very important reaction. So once this reaction is developed, then the patient will start a repopulation of the melanocytes or melanin pigments. Okay, but here caution must be taken in case where large area of the skin is affected. So don't apply any combination at a time on whole region or on whole, say like one extremity is affected by this disease. So don't apply the local application medicine on whole leg or whole patch. You must start treating small patches or small areas one after another, because if whole patch is applied with some drug and patient develops severe reaction, then patient can develop contact dermatitis. This is often seen in some patients because the reaction of every person is different with these combinations. Okay, if Pitta Prakriti person is there, the reaction is developed immediately, and sometimes it is not tolerable to the patient because patient develops severe burning, redness, pustules, and secondary bacterial infection. So these conditions are often seen. So don't apply this application on whole affected site. Instead of applying on the larger area, go on applying on small or small parts of the region. And once the repopulation of that area is seen, then choose some other area, then again choose some other area, and then again choose some other area. By following this method, the reaction of Bakuchi is tolerable to the patient, and you don't have to prescribe some other drugs to cure the reaction. Otherwise, if reaction is seen, then you have to go for some antibiotics or analgesics, and sometimes you have to go for some antihistaminics, because this is very important. If you see these uh, combinations and start applying on major portions, then the patient can come to you with contact dermatitis or severe reaction of the drugs, and in that case you have to treat that condition with some antibiotics, because secondary bacterial infection can be developed, because these reactions can develop after 3 to 4 days, and patient will tell may come to you after a week, or when it becomes intolerable to patient. So always choose some small area, cure that area, and then choose some other area, cure that area, and then choose some other area. So this method or this way of choosing area would be good, uh, as we have seen in many patients, and this is our routine practice. So always choose some small area and treat this case. Okay. So Atab Sevan is important modality to treat this condition. So friends, Ahar and Bihar is again very important. Do some important things are there. Vidanga powder or Vidanga churna must be mixed with wheat flour. Every day, the patient must have chapati with Vidanga. So this is very important or easy to mix Vidang 10 gram of Vidang powder to wheat flour of chapati, and patient can have this chapati. This chapati doesn't have any different odor or taste, and again this chapati can be eaten by any other person or member of the family. There is no any contraindication with having Vidang powder. So this is very safe, easy, and convenient. So every day for 2 to 3 years, the Vidang powder must be mixed with wheat flour. Then Chitrak Siddha Dadhi and Takra must be prepared at home. While preparing the Dadhi, Chitrak must be mixed, or I can say that Chitrak powder must be boiled with milk, and this combination should be used for preparation of curd or dahi, and then takra should be, buttermilk must be prepared from this combination, and this buttermilk must be used by patient very often, at least 3 to 4 times in a week must be taken this kind of takra. Okay, this is very important treatment modality or diet. Then alum or turti must be mixed with bath water every day, because skin is susceptible to develop new and new patches every day or very often. So uh, patient must take bath with alum water. The bathing water must be mixed with alum, and this type of bath must be taken by patient for some few years. Okay, so make your patients follow these conditions. These things are very easy things, but very very effective treatment modalities. So make them follow these things. Okay, then regular cutting of nails is very important, because these people are susceptible to develop worm infestation very often. So regular cutting of nails is important. Don't ignore the nails. Then using of soap after toileting, then use of slippers while going to toilet is very important, especially in case of children, because we know the larvae, they enter from the skin of lower lip and then they develop in intestine. So use of slippers, soap, regular cutting of nails. These small things, the things are very small, but they matter more. So these things are very important in the treatment of Shvitra. And once you convince the patient to follow you with these things, usually they are very happy, because nobody tells them that these small important things. If you tell them these important things, then they would be more and more happy and they will start following you. Okay. Then don'ts. These are again very important in case of vitiligo. Divaswap is very contraindicated. So uh, emphasize on this point, make your patient understand how Divasop is hazardous for them. So Divasop. Then second important thing is uh, jaggery or any sweets, sugarcane products. These must be stopped. Okay. Then sour fruit, ambat phala, amla sour food must be contraindicated, must be stopped immediately. Anything which is sour, only takra is exceptional, but rest of the other things must be stopped immediately. Then sesame, Krishna til can be used, but white til, they are contraindicated. Okay. Then milk and milk products must be stopped immediately, right? And viruddhahar, like the fruits mixed with milk or the milk mixed with salt, these things are contraindicated, and all 13 types of uh, contraindicated foods, they must be foods, and the uh, daily routine of the patient must be followed by the patient. Okay, so viruddhahar and vihar must be stopped. Fine. Okay, then food habits, already we have discussed. Thank you. This is our routine practice. We treat these cases with these drugs. Okay, and again, I uh, take this opportunity to thank you for the organizers and all the delegates for patient listening, and especially I thank you to organizers for giving me an opportunity to dialogue with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, uh, for sharing your experience and knowledge on Ayurvedic management of Shwitra. I am sure it will be helpful for our delegates in their practices. Now, I declare a session is open for question and answer. Delegates can put their questions in everyone chat box only. No direct question to the speaker will be entertained. We will wait for 1 minute and then we will start question answer session.
Thank you.
मुझे माफ कर देना। औषधे काम करून देऊ।
Sir, can we start?
Yeah, sure.
First question, how to give Virechan with Kakudumbar and Aragvad? Which Sneha should be selected for Snehapan in vitiligo
Okay.
patient?
So,
Acharya
right.
Charak had told to use Kukudumbar with Guda. Can we use this yoga regularly?
Sure. This can be used, and Somraji Grut can be used for the preparation of patient, or Tikta Grut or Mahatikta Grut can also be used. But Somraji Grut is easily available, so that can be used for preparation of Virechan. And Kakodumbar can be given with Trurutta Lehem. There is no contraindication for Kakodumbar. Kakodumbar is very safe. Even it can be given daily or anytime to your patient. It is available in Mumbai region. So it is no any there is no any problem to use Kakodumbar.
Thank you so much, sir. Next question from Dr. Sumita. Hello, sir. I have one patient of vitiligo, female, age 55 year, from 20 year on interphalangeal joint. I am giving all medicine and doing Jaloka, but no relief. Only redness increases. Is this asadhya?
See, as I told you while discussing the prognosis of the disease, the onset and the duration of the disease is very important. Because see, when the pathology is in a deeper portion, there is the uh, melanin pigment formation machinery is already stopped working. So in that case, it is difficult to treat. But if the lesions are small, then definitely you can go for treatment, start treatment, because if the size or the victimized area of the uh, patient is less than 10 to 15 percent of total body area of the person, then there are many good chances for cure of the disease. So definitely you can go for treatment. Here you can apply some applications that we have discussed while discussion.
Thank you, sir.
And
Next
immediately
question from
Shashilekavati can be started to the patient. And Shashilekavati ready preparation is available of SDM, Udupi, Karnataka pharmacy. Shashilekavati is available.
Dr. Kimaya, ma'am. Please mute your mic. Sorry, sir. Thank you for answer. Next question for Dr. Medha Patil. Please tell about Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan.
Okay. Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan can be started with any patient. Start by one seed on first day, uh, two seeds on second day, three seeds on third day, four seeds. Go on increasing number of seeds up to 10 days, or if possible up to 30 days. It depends upon you. You should design this treatment, and along with that, one TSF black sesame Krishna tea must be given. They must be taken together, and simply the patient can eat early in the morning this combination.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Bharti. Which dravyas can be used in Nasya?
Any Shodhan Nasya can be given to the patient. because in case of Nasir, in those patients having vitiligo on forehead or on face, uh, in those people, preferably we advise Nasir. So Shodhan Nasir can be given to these patients. And see, a very simple yoga, I can tell you, the vista or the pieces of horse can be collected, and it is if you fortify that pieces with trifla, and if you use that powder for nasya, then that is the best treatment modality for treatment of श्वित्र. घोड्याची विष्ठा त्याला तुम्ही त्रिफळाच्या भावना देऊन पावडर करून ठेवा आणि ते शोधन नसते म्हणून वापरा. दिस इज बेस्ट कॉम्बिनेशन टू ट्रीट शोधन फॉर यूज शोधन नसते.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Jyoti Motija. Sir, what are contents of Aval Gujati Yoga and how many days we should give and dosage?
Okay. Aval Gujati Yoga is prepared from Bakuchi, Khadir, and Amalki. This is a kind of fast preparation, but you can make the tablets with fortification, and this can be given for months together, no problem.
Sir, thank you, sir. Next question from sir, please tell about Prachan Karma and then application of Bakuchi Tel.
Application of Bakuchi, as we have discussed, is very important. Directly, you can apply Bakuchi tail on affected region and ask the patient to sit in early morning sun. This is very easy, but caution must be taken, and that we have discussed already.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Shivani Gupta. For how many days treatment can be given regular?
Treatment, see, you must convince your patient that treatment is of longer duration, because see, the first aim is to stop the progression of the disease, and second is aim is to cure the lesions. So you may need to treat this patient for around 8 9 months or a year or two.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Harshada Deshpande. At what time LAP should we apply? Means at morning or afternoon or other?
See, best time to apply the any lab or any application is early morning, because UV rays are easily available on that sun, and even that sun is not that much harsh to the patient. If you apply the same combination in afternoon, it happens sometimes patient do not follow us. Uh, though we say that the patient should be there in the early morning sun, but they apply the any drug, and they wander here and there. Sometimes they apply the same combination in the afternoon, and we have seen in those patients the reaction is tremendous, reaction is more hazardous. So instead of applying these combinations uh, in afternoon hours, best way to apply it in early in the morning.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Harshada Deshpande. Is there any contraindication for Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan?
No, nothing. No, no. In any patient on and in any age group, just you design the plan, design the course, whether you have to give it for 10 days and then decreasing order, or a month, or 30 days, or decreasing order, or 20 days and then decreasing order. It is you. that you should decide the you should chart the course, but I think there is no any contraindication for Vardhaman Bakuchi Rasayan. Bakuchi itself is very best Rasayan, so you need not to hesitate to start Bakuchi Rasayan in any case.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Sheikh. Children with Krumi, how to give Shodhana?
If see while giving Shodan treatment to anybody, it is you that whether the Shodan is suitable to patient or not. One thing, and second thing, in children, variation can be given to these people. Some our Shodan can be planned because Madhyam Shuddhi or Pravar Shuddhi may not be possible in children, but our Shuddhi can be planned, and you can start our variation treatment for our Shuddhi in children.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Surekha. How to treat patches on lips? Application of which drug to be used?
Okay. See, in case of lips or sometimes in case of eyelids, these areas are highly vascular area. Okay, so in those cases, application of drug can bother the patient, especially uh, preparations like harta. They can bother the doctor and they can bother the patient. So instead of applying self-preparatory drugs, you can go for Tolenom application, which is easily available in market. I think Dr. JRK Siddha Pharma has brought this combination in market, Tolenom ointment, and it is easily available. It is safe and equally effective.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Kishan Gupta. On applying Bakuchi oil, there is some blistering. Then what to do?
Definitely. So I have already explained the caution. Blisters may be there, but if blisters are on small area, then you can manage those blisters with growth application immediately. Even if burning is there, then Shatut can be applied for 2-3 times, and burning can be treated with application of Shatut. No matter.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Khan. Please tell about Bakuchi Tailapan in children.
हा. आपल्याकडे बत्तासे अवेलेबल असतात. आपण बऱ्याच वेळेस काही सणामध्ये बत्तासे खातो आणि ते मुलांना आवडतात. तर पहिल्या दिवशी 1 ड्रॉप, दुसऱ्या दिवशी 2 ड्रॉप, तिसऱ्या दिवशी 3 ड्रॉप असे बत्ताशावर टाकायचे. एक बत्तासा घ्यायचा, 1 ड्रॉप टाकायचा, खायला द्यायचा. दुसऱ्या दिवशी एक बत्तासा घ्यायचा, त्याच्यावर 2 ड्रॉप टाकायचे, खायला द्यायचे. तिसऱ्या दिवशी एक बत्तासा घ्यायचा, त्याच्यावर 3 ड्रॉप टाकायचे. असं तुम्ही 5 ड्रॉप पर्यंत जाऊ शकता, 10 ड्रॉप पर्यंत जाऊ शकता, आणि तो बत्तासा गोड असल्यामुळे मुलं खातात. सो दिस इज इझी टू फॉलो.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Khushi Thatel. How to make Khadir gel?
ओके. खदीर जेल आपण साधारणतः 500 मिलीग्रॅम खदीर पावडर, आजकाल तर पावडरच डायरेक्ट अवेलेबल आहे पानपट्टीवाले किंवा मोठ्या किराणा प्रोविजन स्टोअर्स मध्ये. काही कंपन्यांची पावडरच येते काथाची. ही पावडर आपण साधारणतः 500 मिलीग्रॅम घेऊन अर्धी वाटी पाण्यामध्ये मिक्स करून ते पाणी ठेवलं, दॅट कॉम्बिनेशन कॅन बी टेकन विथ एनी मेडिसिन.
Sir, hello sir. Can we take question in Hindi?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
No matter.
Okay sir.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Satish Narke. Details of Krimigna Basti.
इन्ग्रेडियंट्स मी तुम्हाला याच्यावर सुरसादी गणाचे कॉम्बिनेशन आहे त्याच्यामध्ये, आणि विडंग आहे, गोमूत्र आहे आणि सुरसादी गण आहे. हे कॉम्बिनेशन तुम्ही कृमिग्न म्हणून देऊ शकता. तसंच वाघवटाने पण एक कॉम्बिनेशन दिले. खदीर, अडुळसा, पडवळ, कुटच, विडंग, गुळवेल आणि गोमूत्र असं पण तुम्ही कॉम्बिनेशन करू शकता. आणि वाघबटाच्या चिकित्सा स्थानामध्ये तुम्हाला याचं एक कॉम्बिनेशन मिळेल दुर्बिघ्न बसते.
Thank you, sir. Next question from Dr. Satish Narke. How to differentiate Vatas, Pittas and Kaphas Vyadhi? Sir, please answer in Hindi. Our delegates are from out the states.
थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है वातज पित्तज और कफ ये करना. वैसे तो कोई भी कुष्ठ जो रहता है वो त्रिदोषज रहता है. तो वातज पित्तज और कफज ऐसा करने से मेरा आपसे अनुरोध रहेगा या सुझाव रहेगा कि आप डायरेक्टली ट्रीटमेंट शुरू कर दीजिए. तीनों दोषों का विचार होना चाहिए. शोधन ट्रीटमेंट करके आप जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया वैसे ट्रीटमेंट कर सकते हैं.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience and knowledge on Ayurvedic management of Shitra Kushta. We declare today's session is over, and delegates can leave meeting now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
सुशीलला फोन केला का? नीट कुठं होता सुशील?